Okay. For some reason, it's not showing your watch streak on my end. I saw you share it. Oh, you didn't? Okay. I thought that's what you did. Okay. It's like as long as this shit's working. 'Cause I don't think the activity feed is gonna update either. That's fine. Last case. Let's get it done.
You've heard the old saying, the show must go on? Not when they kill the lead actress. Head out to the Colossus Casino. It's the one that stages Broadway-style musicals. Stay alert. A young woman's life has been taken away from her. We can't give it back, but we can find the truth.
I'm Nick Stokes. Hope you're as good as I've heard, because we can stand to wrap this up fast. An event like this is the wrong kind of showstopper for all concerned. Let's go see where reality messed up the fantasy.
Yep. Give me a hint. Got her.
Well, the special effect was a gunshot wound in the chest. Happens to be next to a real wound of some kind, close to the heart. You know what a squib is, right? Explosive that simulates an impacting bullet? Gun-related effects are dangerous, and squibs are high on the list. Incorrectly prepped, they can wound an actor. Often, metal plates or other protective gear under the actor's clothes protect them from the blast. This stuff is usually used in film, and I gotta say, I don't care much for the idea of them in live theater.
A squib.
You won't be able to dust that for prints. That's not right. Nothing. Not the right. That's not. Nothing. You shouldn't. Try something. Not the. Try some. No.
No, we don't care about this one though. The real bullet hole? Nah. That's not important. I can't get anything from this? No, something right here. Okay.
Never consider a gunshot wound routine. They're all different. Never miss a chance to swab one.
Like, why specifically right here? It had to be right here, not over here, not down here. Looks nasty. Looking dirty, girl. Got any secret vomit stains somewhere?
Makeup appears to have been applied a little thicker here. What do you think?
She got thicker makeup on her face? I mean... or like in a specific... It turned green for a second, I saw it. Where is it? Ah. Right there.
Not the... Not... That's... Try... No. That's not... Well...
Something. Okay. Good. Can't look at her face anymore. Can't look at the wound anymore. So that means we got everything from those. Anything else? Anywhere? Any invisible footprints? that I have to find. Yeah, I can't look at her anymore, so we got everything.
Some might call this a woman's gun. Small caliber revolver, perfect to pack in a purse, good fit for a smaller hand. Spent casing in the chamber. Is it possible that an actual bullet was fired out of this gun? Got some residual powder in the barrel here.
Seems like it.
When blanks are ready for a theatrical application, the bullet is removed from the cartridge, and a flash-producing additive is put in its place, like magnesium powder. Then the end is crimped.
Gonna get your end crimped.
Try. Try.
I'm sure I'm supposed to just take the gun, but
You shouldn't. No.
I don't.
No.
I don't trust anything.
That's. No. Wrong. Try. Wrong. That's. Wrong.
We're not gonna dust it for prints? Like, you have to try everything on everything, or else you'll miss one tiny thing and it'll hold everything up until you find it. Go all the way back through the inventory. Try every tool on every item you've ever picked up. I'd rather just get them as we go. Because I've done that before. I'm like, okay, I'll just pick this up, take this evidence, and then it's like, oh, you were supposed to put the blue light on that. So then you have to go back and put the blue light on it, and then they're like, okay, now we can give you the warrant. It's like, why can't the guy in the lab just do that? He's just sitting on his ass all day. Like, what am I giving him the evidence for? I have to do everything. Just double check. Okay.
I'm Nick Stokes with the Crime Lab, and this is my assistant. Are you with the production?
Yes, I'm an actress here, Heather Colby. I don't even know what to think, let alone to say. An awful thing. Terrible. Horrible.
Miss Colby, we know this is difficult for you and everyone here, but we're sure you'd like to help. And you can do that by answering a few questions.
This was our tech rehearsal. Standard for any production, but particularly important for one like ours. You know, with so many special effects, like the shooting scene.
Hang in there, Miss Colby. Now, could
It
you
is
walk
kind
us
of
through
just...
it?
I really don't have all that much to tell you. First, we had the argument, and then, of course, I shot Meryl and began covering my tracks.
It's just really bad.
Whoa, Miss Colby, was
Like,
that
it's
just
just a bad
confession?
game.
If you have something important to share,
I
you'll
love
need to know
that-
your rights.
My rights? Oh, I can see how that sounded. I'm sorry. By covering my tracks, I mean, what I meant, that's the song title. Song I sing
I
in the
love
show
that, like,
right after that
associating
effects scene.
something
And
being,
that's
like,
just what
AI
I did.
generated.
That's
It's
how
just, like,
scripted. Meryl at her mark. I walk on stage,
you associate
shoot
it with it being
and begin to
bad.
sing.
I'm glad that people
But this
have
time
that
at the end of
perception.
the scene, Meryl just, she never got up. That had nothing to do with me. I was shooting a blank. That horrible squib must have exploded. She complained about them before, said she'd been burned, but
Yeah, it's most likely not.
I never heard of a squib killing anybody before.
Someone's got a time machine. Yeah, fucking... It's crazy. People really just, like, make things and just upload it, like, it's fucking shitting it out, like, every day. Ruining basically every platform with generative AI. Just crap. It's like, it's hard to even engage with anything that's, like, like coming out, you know, because it's just like I don't want to engage with anything that has generative AI in it. But it's also like this weird witch hunt thing that people are like, oh, this is bad, so it's obviously AI, and it's just like, no, that there are just like a lot of really untalented people that just make really shitty stuff, you know. So it's impossible to tell. Because it's like, yeah, you look at this game from 2004, and it's like, if this came out this year, people would be like, oh yeah, it's probably AI. it's impossible. So I don't know. It's kind of nice just being able to look back, and it's like I don't even have to have that thought of like, oh, I wonder how much AI they used to make this shit. You know, it's just like I know that they just like shit it out. They didn't make a machine do it for them, at least. The flatness of the delivery, yeah, it sounds really unnatural. Like a lot of the voice acting in this is like really robotic and like uncomfortable for like no reason. They're like really awkward.
We were old friends. Kind of veterans of the wars, you know? All the way back to drama school in New York.
Drama school.
Even then, it was obvious she was gonna make it. She had that combination of charisma and ambition that marks a real
What
star.
kind of accent is that?
We worked together often, not a team so much as actors
I've
whose
never
on-stage
heard somebody say
chemistry gelled so
drama.
well that when the right roles came along, we got cast. Oh, I know, big talk, right? If we were such hot stuff, why were we still paying our dues in dinner theaters and regional productions? You got a right to say that about me, but not Meryl. She was nominated for a supporting Tony on Broadway just last season. And she's a star here in Vegas. She was a hometown girl, you know? And this production, she was great. Finally, the perfect part. And the buzz? People from both coasts were coming in for the premiere. I just know. I know. This would have done it for her. But then I guess this production was it for her, wasn't it?
It's so depressing.
No, just the two of us, and Gus, the stage manager. He's also the technical director, and he insists pyrotechnic effects be rehearsed with the theater cleared of only himself and the actors. Safety's a big issue, and I guess you can see why.
New suspect. Where can I find Gus, the technical director? Yeah. No, I feel it.
Well, he's around. His job sort of takes him here, there, and everywhere. I think the last time I saw him, he was heading for the prop room. Follow the signs backstage.
Just surreal. The future that we're living in. It's like we could have done anything. And this is what we've decided to do. Make stupid fucking AI shit that ruins everything.
That's all I have for you.
Alright. Where's that guy? What are we doing? Prop room. That was weird. These cutscenes are like barely holding together. Okay, I can't turn my head. Let's look around. Something.
Hammer, screwdrivers, etc. Nicely organized. Even a little anal retentive about it. Tools traced in pencil so he knows where to put them. Which tells us one tool is missing. Small, rectangular.
Ace Attorney without gay people? Is that's like Ace Attorney's like signature thing? It's I've never played an Ace Attorney game, but it's quite the yeah. That's what it should say on the back of this box. How's it going, Raw Man? Goose is playing the most boring game possible. What is it? It's a lot of fucking horrible games on PS2. Romance of the Saga. Oh, is it another one of those Saga games? Romance of the Three Kingdoms, yep. Yep, those games suck. They're terrible. I've seen enough of them to know that they're like a plague.
Blank rounds, crimped at the end where the bullet would normally go. Explode just like a real shot, though. Quite a few different calibers here. They probably go through these pretty fast.
This one's different than the others.
Try some. Try. No. That. Wrong. Not. Nothing. No. Try. No. That's
Alright.
close.
Oh, really? You'd rather watch this than Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Yeah, I think I have one Romance of the Three Kingdoms game on Xbox. Or maybe it's just one Nobunaga's Ambition. Like, those are both horrible. Nobunaga's Ambition's in Japanese, too. It never released in English on Xbox. Hey, Ekared. There's a name I haven't seen in a long time. How's it going, man? Thanks for the 69. Good to see you. What you been up to? I'm just kind of easing back into streaming. Took a little bit of time off.
If these are real, we have our work cut out for us. Lots of different calibers. We'll need to learn more before any of these become meaningful to us.
We'll need to learn more before any of these become meaningful to us. Okay. Well, we don't know enough about bullets, so we have to learn more and come back. Just have to remember that box is there, I guess. Do not mess with Guan Yu. Yeah, do not mess with Lu Bu, yeah. Moved overseas, trying to settle in. Nice. Like, where'd you go? If you feel like sharing. Somewhere in Europe or Japan? Who is Guan Yu? Yeah, from just quoting Dynasty Warriors 3, I think. Norway. To be with your partner. Nice. That's awesome, man. You still doing programming stuff? I remember you were it was like kind of a self-taught programmer. Guan Yu's one of the Peach Boys. He's one of those, yeah, the Sworn brothers.
Shots of Meryl, maybe during recent performances.
Stealth
These aren't
FPS
publicity
and
pics,
Godot.
though. Looks like candid.
Sucks real bad. Let me know if you ever want music done for any like game projects. I'm looking for more games to make music for. Working on a soundtrack with my buddy. He's like basically making the music, and then I'm pretty much producing it for the most part. I'll record like the guitar parts if we want guitar parts, but um, yeah, he like makes the shit, sends me MIDI information, and then I run it through like my plugins, my expensive software, and mix it and stuff, and it all kind of comes together. Yeah, let me share our Steam page real quick. We have a playable demo. Our first, the first level of the game is playable. It's got 2 boss fights in it. I don't know how to navigate Steam, dude. How do I even... Okay, like I'm on the store... No, Steam... SteamCommunity.com? No, just go to Steam. Fuck. I don't use Steam for anything. Super choppy demo. I found it. There's that. That's the demo. And we need people to wishlist the main page too. There, that's the main page, and then the playable demo you can download. We need reviews on that, and if anyone feels like contributing, Steam's got a whole damn algorithm. And hey, Butthurt, thanks for the check-in. Saw that. But yeah, I studied audio engineering in college. Never really did too much with it, but I swear I'm pretty decent at it. I'm good at mixing music more than anything. But yeah, we're just a team of technically 5 people, but it's pretty much 2 guys making the game, and then me and Dave Dingo are working on the music. One guy does all the visuals, and the other guy's the programmer, pretty much. And one guy kind of did the sound effects. Went to school for animation. You just like character design. Yeah, the game is actually like good. Like I want them to finish making more levels, not just because like I want to keep making like music stuff for it, you know. But like I want to play the game. I think I'll like it. Golem guy looks awesome. Yeah, he's probably talking about one of the boss enemies. He just looks like PS1 clown vomit.
That's not right for this.
We were thinking of trying to do like a PS1 like analog horror style game as like a side project too, like just like a real short thing. But yeah, the game is cool. Like if you like 2D platformers, definitely check it out. I genuinely like. I think it'll be a good game. I'm not just trying to push my own shit, you know. But
Try.
I think people will like that game. I hope. You know, we're all just working on it in our free time, but yeah. Idea for PS1 horror. So we had kind of like a loose concept going, something like a cross between Crazy Taxi and it's like basically like Crazy Taxi, but you go around and you pick up like monsters that have to go somewhere. And then when you're driving, you're like in first person view, and there's some kind of like meter you have to balance because the monster will kill you if it's in the car for too long. So you have to try to get them to the destination, but you have to kick them out if they're like pissed off at you and about to kill you, because you have to survive too. So it's like this kind of balancing act between surviving and also doing Crazy Taxi game mechanics. I think it's a pretty funny like crossover idea that I think could work. I haven't really seen something like that before, but yeah, don't take our idea, but we might make something like that. Yeah, we're back, Callus. This is the final case. We're gonna get this game done today. Whatever it takes. Like to see a stream or video of someone showing all the coding and stuff as a beginning to end game dev process. There's a whole category on Twitch, software and game development. You can look for streams like that. Sometimes the Super Choppy team, the two main guys working on the game, do live streams of them like just kind of co-working together. It's kind of cool. See their process. They're kind of just hanging out talking about stuff and ideas.
Nothing.
He's doing his programming.
Try.
Need any monster designs? I think we're good for Super Choppy. I think like Kyle's got that shit down. It's his first time doing a pixel art game, but I think he's nailing it.
Nothing. You should.
A garden warfare like game, like Plants vs Zombies. A Skylanders like game without the toys. The characters have to be completely obtainable for free. That's the only way that game would work.
That's.
Oh, Crazy Taxi. Gotcha.
That.
Yeah, our PS1 horror game idea.
That's. That.
Okay, I think we just take this. Alright, nothing else? Nope. We gotta get a good sniff of the shoes. Can't leave these untouched.
Not the right. That's. No.
I don't know why we're interested in these shoes, so
that's.
We're just gonna try every tool.
Try. You won't. That's. You. No. That's.
Plants vs Zombies.
No.
You love Garden Warfare 2.
You won't.
I've never played any Plants vs Zombies. I had a friend that got into it for a bit though.
Sprinter mock cross trainers.
Watched her play a
Size
little
10.
bit. Just never really been like a big PvP person. You know, saving those for later. Alright. So the locker's done. Can't look over there anymore. This is just here because we have to learn more and then come back to this bullet box, I guess. I don't know what that means. Be nice to your monsters. I'm trying. They make it so difficult. Couple ideas for games from your dreams. Sometimes I dream about games that don't exist.
Rifle rack.
Like
Well,
I'll
the
dream
guns
about a
is missing,
game that's
though.
like the best game I've ever played, and I just like feel euphoric. Like I'm just so happy and just like, damn, nothing is ever gonna top this game. And then I wake up and I forget everything about the game. I'm just like left like wondering like what the fuck is it? Like maybe someday I'll come up with like a really good idea for a game that nobody's made before or something. There's tramps on Instagram be blurring out their feet in beach pics. You get nothing for free. Back in my day. Gotta write it down right away. Yeah, it's like, it's already out of my head by the time I'm like awake. It's pissing me off. What's this? Nope, it's just his feet. Okay. Somehow this is me talking to him. It's literally 1984. I know that Instagram models are blurring their feet out. What is the government doing to us? Try to write stuff down when you're half asleep. It's just nonsense. Couple dreams that are unexplainable. It's the aliens. They probed you a long time ago. Got some evidence.
Yes.
This is a squib with a sound detector. Firing the prop gun causes the sound sensor to detonate the squib. But this one also seems to have a wireless receiver. For what purpose, I can't tell you. Hey, this is an amateur
Detonate
night.
the
Sophisticated
squib.
setup. The blast plate was damaged, but that's not unusual. Explosive powder residue levels were consistent with a proper load. Our thing must have felt a real kick when this baby went off, and no signs of tampering either.
Pretty cool. Prop gun.
Just because it's a prop gun doesn't mean a little item like this can't fire real bullets. Can't confirm whether a bullet has been fired recently from this prop or not, but I can tell you it's a .22 caliber.
You heard his voice and you thought you forgot to mute the ad. How do I shut him up? I've been trying to figure that out the entire game.
This is what's known as an unfired blank round, .22 caliber.
60% nightmare, 30% horny, 10% actually pleasant. So the pleasant is separate from the horny. I think that's the worst part.
I scanned the shoe prints into the computer.
A lot of dreams with gray aliens for some reason. Ever since that probe incident. Dreams are 90% nostalgia. You just dream about like old video games and TV shows or something.
That DNA's been amplified and graphed. It's in the computer.
Alright, yeah, I have to like slowly, one by one, give him each piece of evidence.
Unsurprising discovery number 1. Substance you found is gunpowder mixed with magnesium powder. Unsurprising discovery number 2. Traces of plugging material. Gun you found was likely loaded with a blank and was fired recently.
You like peace dreams.
Hey, Meryl Regis. Ever see her perform? She would have made it, I tell you. Can I keep these?
I don't want them pasted in your scrapbook, Craig. I was thinking more like scan them into the image enhancement equipment, please.
Alright. Let's enhance that image.
Meryl had a shiner when we found her. Let's take a closer look and see if she had it before she died, when this photo was taken. Hey, she did have that black eye before she was murdered. Finally getting somewhere. This candid is a real-life argument, not something from the show. Gus could have been stalking Meryl.
Piece of pizza dream. I probably... Yeah, like... I don't usually remember my dreams anymore. If I do dream nowadays, it's just really sad shit. Hasn't been good lately. I wish I could just dream of pizza.
You should be sure you've got a match before you...
Let's get a match. Come on.
You don't quite have a match.
I'm just gonna double check all
You
of
don't
these.
quite have a match. You should be sure you...
Says 10. Alright. DNA. I don't think we need to match this. It's just some of her blood. We already know whose it is. We found some of her blood on her dead body. Like, yeah. Just have it as a reference to compare it to something else. Morgue time.
Something you want?
Go get the body.
No problem. We'll bring the body right in.
Oh yeah, you're in a different time zone now, Hackerhead. Yeah, catch you later. Thanks for popping in. Good to see you. Take care. Had dreams about Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michael Myers. You dream of the walls. Dreams are mostly off the walls. I thought I read that as I My dreams are of just walls. I just dream of the wall. Just sit and look at it for hours. It's like a bad like horror movie crossover. It's a dream. Gonna have a lot of food dreams again. Yeah. Dream of the wall when you're having sleep paralysis. Not a good time.
A single bullet
Cause
entered
of
the victim's
death.
chest, breaking apart as it struck the sternum.
Get
Fragments
fucked.
going just deep enough to pierce the aorta.
Time of death.
Using a basic body temperature or algor mortis analysis, I've got the time of death pegged at around time of the rehearsal. No great revelations for you, I'm afraid. Straightforward stuff.
Just get stuck. Yeah, sleep paralysis. It's shitty. Can we look at the body?
Sure?
Yeah, I fucking guess so. Is there anything else I can get here?
Not the right. Try.
It didn't tell me no with this, but I already did that.
That's. Try.
Oh. What did I get from that?
Try. You won't. That's. Nothing. Try. No. Nothing. Try. Try.
It's not good that it still gives me the option to look here. Like, I think I'm supposed to do something. Sleep paralysis once when you were 4. Saw a shadow horse on a wall. Yeah, weird. I think it happened to me once. Just like get stuck. It's weird.
You won't be able to dust that for prints.
I don't know if there's anything else I can do.
Actually, yes. Several metal fragments, presumably from a bullet. They're all yours. I don't need them anymore, and neither does the Vic. Not that she ever did. Whew. Been a wild night, so I'm not as far with Ms. Regis as I'd like to be. Frankly, I haven't even cleaned and prepped her. Anything else turns up, you'll be the first. Meantime, feel free to check the body over. I've got plenty to do.
So we got, yeah, a couple of things here. Back to the lab.
Yes. Small caliber bullet broken apart. If you don't tell Grissom, I'll make an educated guess. 22. That print has been scanned into the computer for you.
Maybe we can figure out whose fingerprint that is.
You don't quite have a. You don't quite. The stage manager.
Okay, got him. He's been arrested for stalking and voyeurism before. He has size 10 shoes. He's the stage manager. His fingerprint was on the detonator. Okay. Huh.
Yeah? What do you need, guys?
Now that we have his background, maybe we can call him in. I don't know. Yeah, you can't move for what feels like hours. Yeah. Yeah, it's shitty. You are dreaming of your room and your eyes are actually closed? Really? It doesn't feel like it.
So he cleared the theater, had access to the orchestra pit, which is where we now think the shot came from. Plus he's got a criminal record and is the guy in charge of the pyrotechnics. Oh yeah, let's definitely get to know Gus better.
Mr. Harrison, we're with the crime lab. Can we have a word with you?
Sure, of course. Wondered when you CSIs would get around to me. Call me Gus, though. That's what my friends call me. Want to help any way I can. Doesn't do much for my rep, but fatality on my watch.
We'll keep it Mr. Harrison for now. We try to keep it professional.
Yeah, weird. Your eyes are never open for it. It's probably like one of the worst things you can dream of then.
Well, whose else would there be? I told you, I'm the prop guy. Pyro Man. That's a remote detonator. I push the button as a backup. If the gun blasts don't detonate the squib, last thing you want in the middle of a show is to have one of your big scenes go flat because an effect fizzles. I was in the pit with my backup device, watching the stunt go down. That's all I got for you.
Let's see, 9mm, 308, 338. Here we go, 22 caliber. Let's grab this one.
Yeah, if you realize you're dreaming, sometimes you can force yourself out of it. Wake up mid sentence. Heard yourself speaking gibberish. Sometimes my brothers do that. Sometimes I talk in my sleep, I guess.
Wrong. You want? No. That. No. That. Try using a.
Is there anything else here? Doesn't seem like it.
Hey. Dummy round. Just like a regular round, but a prop without gunpowder. Used for all kinds of stage work, except for actually shooting.
So, we've got prop bullets matching the caliber of bullet the doc recovered from the body. However, dummy bullets lack an explosive charge, but if a bullet was already in the chamber, the force of the blank round would have fired it out.
Alright.
What's up? Get serious. A stronger link between... Sure, let's get your sus...
Always keep them handy. We just had a photo shoot the day before that rehearsal. Matter of fact, I put some of them dummy bullets in Heather's prop pistol. If the revolver cylinder was empty, it'd show in the stills.
Could one of the dummy bullets have been left in that gun?
Well, I suppose. I mean, I try to be careful, but I'm only one man, and you know me. My God, that's horrible. I could have been responsible for this? I mean, accidentally responsible. No, hell no. Even if I did screw up, and I didn't, Heather followed my stage directions and fired away from Merrill, angled to one side. If a real round did accidentally get fired out of that thing, it wouldn't have struck Merrill anyway.
You seem sure of that.
Damn sure, for 3 reasons. First, I saw the stunt go down. I saw Heather fire at an angle. Second, I count the bullets I use, always. And with that photo shoot, I clearly remember doing that, both before and after. And finally, I always disassemble, clean, and oil the prop weapons after they've been used. Those are continuity photos. You know, making sure that things are in exactly the same spot next time you see them.
I've heard of that in film work, but never in a live theater performance.
Oh, it's common enough. When we hustle the props around, we've got to track them, scene to scene. Photos make a handy crib sheet.
But your continuity photos seem to track Meryl Regis specifically, scene to scene. Almost all of these continuity photos are of her.
Hey, can I help? She was the star of the show. A rifle missing. Hey, that's news to me.
Really? But you're so careful, Mr. Harrison. And yes, it's gone from the rack. Do you recall that specific weapon?
If it's the one I'm thinking of, bolt action rifle, 30 caliber. Telescopic sight on that puppy. We did a show about a sniper killer a while back.
Must have been another musical. You're an expert, Mr. Harrison. How tough would it be to make a homemade noise suppressor for a weapon like that?
Well, probably not tough at all. A lot of do-it-yourself stuff floating around the internet. But you'd still have to know what you were doing. It ain't just any chump can build one.
Sounds like work for an expert. Right, Mr. Harrison?
That's all I got for you right now.
Hmm. He's seeming pretty suspicious. Can we look at that
What's up?
picture again? No, they don't care. Okay. Why are they so washed out in the interrogation room? I don't know. This game looks weird. I can't tell if it's because of the emulation or if it's just kind of a weird game. It's probably a combination of both.
As long as you realize that there might be distinctive markings on the fragments that could help us. Try the magnifying scope to enhance them.
Have we not given him the bullet fragments? Damn it.
What's up? I can tell you this, we have here the same exact type as the dummy bullets you found in the prop.
Oh, I have to give it to him a second time. I already gave it to him, and then I have to give him the prop bullets, and then I have to give him the bullet fragments again. And we still can't analyze them.
As long as you realize that it will count again. There might be distinctive markings on the fragments that could help us. Try the magnifying scope to enhance them.
Magnifying scope. So I have to open this shit up.
Tiny bite-type marks. Clamping tool, possibly.
Some bullshit. The guy in the lab doesn't do that. Now I'm curious if I have to do that for anything else. This is the shit that I was talking about. Nothing. Nothing.
Need something?
Just talk to him again.
Yeah, let's see if you...
Yeah, there we go.
Why the hell would anybody do?
Why don't we ask the questions, Mr. Harrison? You see, we found tool marks on the bullet fragments that killed
Interrupted
Merrill.
him.
The same kind of bullets as the dummies in your prop room. It'd be easy to pull the bullet out of a dummy and load it into a gun with a blank behind it. Then you wait in the orchestra pit for the exact moment when Heather shoots. And from the darkness, shoot Merrill yourself. An instant accident.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't just go out and buy a damn bullet. I'd make a homemade one.
You see, there's a paper trail when you buy cartridges, Gus. You had a handy supply in the prop room. A little work, a little knowledge. That was all it took.
Hey, I can see how you put these pieces together, but it ain't the right picture. I didn't do any of this crap. Maybe somebody else did. But it's a big theater, and a lot of people have access.
But you keep the prop room locked, don't you? Safety-conscious guy like you?
Hey, sometimes it stands open when I'm hauling things around. And stuff could get taken from the stage, too. My inventory, as you already seen, can be a little lax sometimes.
Right. Like the missing rifle from the rack? Gus, we already know from trajectory analysis that the shot came from the orchestra pit.
I'm only in that pit during stunts when performances are underway. And I don't know what happened to that damn rifle. Is this what I get for cooperating? Do I need a lawyer or something?
That's your call, Mr. Harrison. But cooperating with us is a good idea. Maybe you can tell us if you have the tool that's missing from your wall rack.
I can. It's right here. Multi-purpose puppy in my pocket. Take it. Knock yourself out. If I had anything to do with this, I wouldn't be cooperating, right? Right?
Okay. Multi-purpose tool.
What's up? Okay, good news, bad news. This could be the mystery tool from the prop room wall, but it wasn't the tool that made the marks on the bullet fragment from the Vic's wound.
That still doesn't clear Gus, though. The guy always seems to know more than he's saying.
Nothing else to look at? Okay.
Yeah? What do you need,
Probably
guys?
just need to talk to him again.
Sure, let's...
Yep. What other proof you have that you didn't kill her?
Hey, she was alive last time I saw her.
You mean from the pit, during the stunt?
No. I mean, after her death scene, I checked on her. I was down in the pit, yes, where I was supposed to be, and she was laying on the stage, just where she was supposed to be. Meryl whispered, kinda irritated like, that she got a bit of a backblast from the squib. I told her I'd fix that for her, before the performance.
Fortunately for you, Mr. Harrison, the squib we analyzed tends to corroborate your story. Meryl's protective plate was damaged, and you couldn't have known about the backblast unless you had really spoken with Meryl after the squib detonated. But we have to follow every thread.
Look, I know you do. I said I'd cooperate, and what have I been doing? So if you don't mind an outside expert asking, if Meryl was flat on the stage when she was shot, what does that do to your trajectory notions?
It calls for another look, back at the theater.
Yeah, I would say the first case, because on the fifth case you go back and like find out that it was actually the crazy bitch at the end that killed the first person in the first case. I was like, oh, I guess it wasn't that guy. They had to bring him out of jail because he didn't actually kill her. That's the only one that I was like, oh damn, I guess it wasn't that guy. Yeah. I think the rest of them, it's been like, yeah, it's definitely this guy. We just have to get the evidence, and then it's like, yep, it was him. They give a full confession every time.
I don't want to play pin the tail on some other poor sucker, but I gotta admit, showbiz, the theater, it's a dog-eat-dog deal. Lots of big egos, lots of insecurity. Crazy. Take Heather, for instance. Right before rehearsal, She had this knockdown dragout with Meryl. I'm surprised you ain't figured that out yourselves already. Evidence guys like you?
You're still on our list of suspects, Mr. Harrison.
Yeah, I can live with that. As long as you promise to cross off my name when you realize I had nothing to do with this.
It's a dog-eat-dog world.
Listen, I hold on to this job by being discreet. But yeah, that's Heather and Meryl going at it. Kind of a lover's quarrel, if you get my drift. Stirring an angry husband and you've got an instant soap opera. But that's all you get on that from me. Go to the sources if you want more.
Heather and Clayton have probably left the theater by now. We could try to track them down at their homes.
New location? No.
What's up?
Can we just interrogate them?
No prob. Here you go.
Get the address from him. Okay.
216 Vermont Drive, residential area, northwest. An easy one for once. Got it. 1486 Westfield Crescent. Nice neighborhood on the east side.
Two homes. All right. As long as there's no grandma's recipe or whatever the fuck.
Let me think. I guess I must have been at the Javanet and Brew. Took my laptop down there. One of those
The
internet coffee shops, you
Javanet
know?
and Brew.
It's just down the street. Anyway, I was coming back to the theater to pick her up, like always, when I saw the ambulance and the police cars. Well, when she's working on a show, she really burrows in and disappears into the work. I guess you'd have to say the only person besides me she's been in much contact with have been the other actors, like Heather and the director and such.
Don't want to know what grandma's cookie recipe was for her husband. Everyone can keep their grandma's cookie recipe to themselves. I don't want any of it from anyone. After playing Still Life. Traumatized.
I'd know him when I see him. If I've ever exchanged more than half a dozen words with the man, I'd be surprised. I do know Meryl met with him often, as you'd expect. He wired her up for the stunt today, of course. I have to say, I never did feel right about those damn squibs. What would have been wrong with a sound effect or something?
Squibs.
It's not the movies. She said Gus was all gung-ho about it.
How's it going? Is it Kyla Gator? Welcome in. Dying to play some Xbox. Plenty of Xbox games out there to play. Yeah, doing pretty good. Yeah, Kyla or Kayla? Kayla? But yeah, welcome in. We're trying to beat every original Xbox game. There's the list of progress so far. Second one, Kayla. Yeah, like Kay. Yeah, welcome in. Good to meet you. Your grandma's cookie recipe redacted. I don't know what that means. Suspicious. Yeah, you were checking out the spreadsheet. Yeah, so the only games I'm going back to are those American football games because I just kind of I wasn't sure how to do the sports games when I got to them at that point, but now I've realized that you go through a full you can win the Super Bowl, and usually that's kind of when people generally consider it to be the end of the game. But Yeah, everything else on there that's checked off of the list, I've like beaten and gotten to like the end credits for. Not looking forward to playing the American football games again.
Listen, guys, I understand you have a job to do, but I'm mourning the loss of
I
my
have to get
wife,
a
and
warrant.
I just don't have any stomach for this right now, okay?
I have to prove that he's suspicious, and then we'll have to get a warrant, I guess. He's not talking to me anymore. Oh yeah, I did BMX Triple X on YouTube, because you can stream that to YouTube. Yeah, the only other, as far as I know, the only other game on Xbox that you can't stream is the Guy game, but like, I'm just excluding the Guy game from my list because it's like super cursed, like basically illegal content. So yeah, I'm not I'm not touching it. Like you can't play it, basically. Yeah, it's a terrible, like that dude that ran that was a huge piece of shit. Yeah, it's just really cursed piece of gaming history, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean you can't play it, like you can't share like the game, basically. It's just like literal like underage girls naked in that game, so it's like, yeah, you can't share that. Not touching it. I think anyone with a brain would avoid it and do nothing but talk shit about it, because that's what it deserves.
Hardly. We were colleagues and old friends. Excuse me?
Gus told us about it. I guess when you fight on stage, the stage manager notices.
Oh, that. No, that was no argument. We were just agreeably disagreeing over the motivation of my character. In the scene, maybe I got a wee bit bent out of shape, since this was my role we're talking about, not hers. Creative differences.
She keeps
Sisterly
like
squabble.
Including a sisterly black eye?
Black eye?
just like petting
What are you
the
talking about?
pillow next to her. Just like, come sit next to me. Remember seeing that game in Blockbuster? Yeah, super cursed.
You know, suddenly, I am not liking the tone of this. I don't want you poking around in my things, my business, not unless it's official. Understand?
She's a bitch.
That's all I have for you.
So yeah, nobody is working with us.
Need something? Ought to be possible.
Try to confirm that he was actually at the coffee
Let's
shop.
check the IP traffic through the cafe's node and look up logins. Uh-huh. C. Regis logged in. Spent about 15 minutes online, then
Yeah.
logged off.
To be fair,
That leaves a
I'm
little
probably
unaccounted
not
for
the best
time.
person
Not much,
to
though.
ask about adventure games. I don't really like point and click stuff like this, but this does seem like a like shovelware kind of like it's not very good. It's, I don't know. Cause yeah, like Dreamy likes adventure games a lot more than I do, and she played this and she agrees that it's very shovelware-y, not very good. Playboy the Mansion, yeah, I streamed Playboy the Mansion on Twitch, and it's fine. I didn't get in trouble.
Your case file tells me that you could use... Yeah, let's see if you're...
That's all I got for you right now.
Okay, nothing. Damn. Double check. Oh shit, I can turn. What? They put a
We need to check out Gus's story.
They put a
If Meryl
mannequin
was laying on
in
stage,
place?
playing dead at the time she was shot, our trajectory theory is out of whack. Let's see where it points to.
Okay. do I... Yeah.
Now we got it. With the sloping angle of the wound, if Meryl was laying on stage when she was shot, it would have come from that box seat.
Okay. Well, that's suspicious. Yeah, it looks like a bullet went off here, probably. Borderline broken. It's fun trash gaming. Yeah, it's funny. Like, it's kind of funny how bad it is.
Nothing.
It's kind of how I see it.
Try.
But I don't know, if you're like a super fan of the point and click genre, then I don't know, maybe you'll find enjoyment out of it. It seems bad though.
That. No. That. No. Try using faint trace of some powder. Nice
Yeah.
catch. You are good.
There we go. Ooh, pee-pee.
Water stain, possibly.
Footprints.
Interesting print. Impressed more towards the instep, suggesting a slight pronation. Try some. Close. Try using.
Alright.
Looks like a shoe print. Loafer, or maybe dress shoes.
So 2 different shoe prints. Yeah, there's a lot going on up here. All kinds of good stuff. It's a nice theater.
It's a mark, called a mark. Shows actors where to stand. It's used more in film than theater for camera purposes, but with special effects like these, those involved need to hit specific marks for safety, thanks to which we'll know exactly where the actors were supposed to be during this scene.
Very cool. Alright. Do I have anything else? I don't know, I should probably go back to the lab. I got a bunch of evidence. I can't even go back up there, so that's how I know it's clear.
What's up?
Fingerprints threatening letter? I don't remember getting a threatening letter.
I sent the prints you found on the letter over to the computer. Traces of barium, lead, and antimony, main ingredients of that ever-popular favorite, gunshot residue.
So we've narrowed down our killer's perch. Now if we can only narrow in on the killer, and a reason for the killing.
Getting there.
Well, at first I thought we had residue from drinking water. See, I found traces of fluoride. Only further tests gave up various levels of copper, cadmium, nickel, and antimony. Water picks up traces of these elements passing through various pipes. You may be able to narrow down the neighborhood of origin with a computer search.
Nice.
Walk over to the computer and you'll find that shoe print scanned in. Walk over to the computer and you'll find that shoe print scanned in.
I think that's everything so far.
You don't quite... should be... Not quite... You don't... You should be...
Just gonna double check.
Not quite...
Don't want to miss anything. So we don't know whose fingerprint this is. It was on the threatening letter. It would be too easy.
Seems the owner of these shoes from the prop room has been lurking around the balcony box seats.
Always try every combination, because who the fuck knows with this game? Like, you match up two DNA samples that are identical, and they say that they're not a match. It's total bullshit.
You should be...
And then sometimes things that don't even look right will match. Balcony water stain.
Interesting. The water that made the stain in the balcony came from a municipal water supply.
Municipal water supply. Okay. The fuck does that tell me?
What's up? Yeah, let's see if you're...
Yeah, are those his shoes?
Of course I do. I run the prop room. How many times? Some detectives you guys are. I mean, duh.
Well, we can't all be experts like you, Mr. Harrison. By the way,
Hey, James.
we found your footprints in the balcony. For somebody innocent of this crime, you seem to be everywhere. Everywhere you shouldn't be.
Tells you at one time the water was
Hey,
indeed
I'm the
wet.
damn stage manager. See a broken light bulb in the box seats
That's how it
during
feels.
rehearsal? So I go up and replace it while Heather's singing her song. So sue me. Do I look like a guy who wears designer gunboats? Comfort first, I always say, particularly when you gotta cover the ground I do around here. Anyway, I know the shoes you're talking about. I wouldn't stick your feet in those ugly things.
Want to play a lot of these, have to upgrade your capture setup first. What's your setup currently? Yeah, I have a modded Xbox that has an HDMI output. It makes it like really convenient. I can just hook it up to any capture card that takes HDMI, which, you know, is pretty much all of them. And yeah, it's just got a 4 terabyte drive, and I just load up Xbox games on there, and usually play through that. But yeah, how's it been going, James? Good to see you. What you been up to? You have component cables, no way to capture 480p. Yeah, RetroTink might be the way to go if you don't have a way to get an HDMI mod for an Xbox. See a water stain on the balcony.
Of course I did. It's my job to notice junk like that. I'll call a plumber in when I'm not spending all my time talking to cops who want to pin a murder on my innocent tail. That's all I got for you right now.
Yeah? I need more than... It's likely evidence that the Colby woman's home might corroborate
There
your
we go.
stage manager's story, along with his peeping Tom pics. You've got your warrant.
Got some peeping Tom pics.
Not yet.
Alright. Which was that? This one?
What? Where? Oh, at the Colossus? No, if I'm around for rehearsals, I watch from the dress circle.
So he's seeming pretty innocent, I think. Seems like. Yeah, time to throw down.
On my mark. It's still on the stage. Even during the run, we keep them there. Again, because of the safety issues. And of course, Meryl was at her mark, standing in front of me, right where she wound up.
Did you shoot Meryl with the prop gun?
I already told you so. It's part of the scene. You know how hard this is for me? Please.
Really killing her wasn't part of any scene. That's what we're asking, Heather.
She was my friend. Of course I didn't kill her.
I can understand you're upset, but understand what we're thinking. You were holding the gun, and the bullet fragments from Meryl's body matched the gun's caliber. Could that weapon have been loaded with something other than a blank?
I had nothing to do with loading it. I suppose it's possible. But no, even if someone else traded a live round for my blank, part of our stage training is to aim a weapon with a blank away from the other actor. It's an illusion. From the audience, you can't tell.
That sounds reasonable, Miss Colby. But you should know we can track the angle that a bullet enters a body, so it wouldn't do any good to...
Check it all you like. Upside down and sideways. Just leave me alone. Why are you harassing the victim's best friend? Are you that desperate for a suspect? I had to watch someone I loved die. Isn't that enough?
She's really gonna like the fact that we have a warrant.
All right. Anything to put an end to this.
All right.
That's all I...
Passion's running a little hot, but I wouldn't call this a love letter.
So, I can't take this? That's just gonna sit there, I guess. Does it just have like a fingerprint on it? It won't let me do anything with it.
That's all I have.
Heather's a college grad, bachelor in performing arts.
Yeah, this one hasn't been so bad so far, but almost every case, I'll get to a point where like I'm towards the end and I'll get totally stuck because there's like some random little stray hair sticking out of something that I have to find. Ooh. Hey.
Not the right... Try...
Why is this important?
Try... You should... Try... You should... Try...
Oh.
Close. Think these will fit me?
Okay. I don't know. I don't know why we took the underwear from under her couch. Untranslated stuff. Yeah, I have my buddy Dave Dingo is fluent in Japanese and English, and he'll co-host the stream with me, and he helps me through the Japanese only stuff usually. Yeah, it just depends. Sometimes, like, I think for that mahjong game, it's just filler, like bloat, like nonsense. So like I'm probably just gonna button mash through the text because we've gotten like the loop of it.